Correct email 8 may be downloaded from jobcosting.biz. If I were to go to jobcosting.biz and then the pricing page, I could see the link to the correct email 8 landing page right here. I could then download correct email 8 by clicking on this image of the software package, or I could go to the download page and download it from this link right here that says download correct email 8. If I were to download the software package and install it, then I'd see an icon on my desktop that says correct email. If I were to click on this icon, it would then open the software package. This software package enables you to correct email addresses in column format, whether they be in XLS format meaning Excel, text format, or CSV meaning common delimited format, and save them into either Excel, text, or common delimited format. If I were to open a email address list here, I would see the email address list in the first list box with 207 records. I could then exclude whatever top-level domains I wish to exclude, meaning the characters to the far right of the email address. So if I didn't want to send any academic organizations, I could check on edu, exclude any government email addresses, .us government addresses. Or if I wanted to, I could even exclude all countries outside of the United States by clicking on this checkbox. By default, remove duplicates is always checked. I don't know why anybody would want to uncheck it, but you could do so. Correct email 8 has a exclusion list, and if I click on Edit Exclusion List in the middle left-hand part of the screen, it opens a dialog box that lets me type any email addresses that I never want to send email addresses to. So whatever email address I put in here, the software package will always kick out as being invalid. I'm now going to click on number 2, correct the list. So in the first list box, I see the initial email addresses, which are now corrected. In the second list box, I see the exclusion list of 4 emails. And in the third list box, I see all the different email addresses that it kicked out. For example, it kicked out a bunch of email addresses with top-level domain name of PNG. PNG is an image format. That's obviously invalid. I told it to get rid of AU and UK. There's a GIF top-level domain right here, which is another image format. It kicked out 60 of them with an initial 207, leaving me 147 of them, with the execution time of a little bit under a 1/6 of a second. I am now going to save the corrected email addresses. I can save them in text format, comma delimited format, or Excel. Defaults as text. And the email addresses are now saved with a new file name. I can clear the lists. There's a tools section that allows you to change the looks of the program substantially. I can change the font name, font size, font style, font color, or I can even change the background color. If I decide that I don't like any of the colors that I've changed things to, I can hit reset to defaults, and it'll reset the default program parameters to look the same way it did when you first installed the program. If you wanted it to have EDU or Gov or US checked by default, you could check them here, and then they will always be checked by default. In order for the changes to take effect, I need to restart the program. And I also have a slider up here that lets me determine how long I wish for the email addresses to be. that 45 is pretty much a valid range. Email addresses over 45 characters normally, but not always, are invalid. We also have a help icon with our contact information, and that also pretty well states a lot of the things I just stated in this video.